Hey Hubert, good morning.
Good morning.
You've talked a lot about the versatility of Jaylen Withers and what he can give you guys at the four spot. How does it change this group if he can be that consistently for you guys at the four?
Completely. Just changes us completely. He's got size, and athleticism, that, like for example, against Davis, against Syracuse, he's a really good post-up player, can score in the post. Um, but with, Jay Witt with his size and his ability to defend and rebound, like we didn't have to double the post. We didn't have to double that position. So that was just, I mean, uh, his length and his athleticism just takes us to a different level defensively. And then on the offensive end, you know, obviously we have as a team struggled to shoot the ball from 3-point range, and it's always been good to be able to have another guy that can consistently knock down shots, especially at that power forward position. And with his ability to run the floor, finish, it just it changes our team completely when he's playing like that.
Next question, Andrew Jones.
Hey, Hubert, got two quick questions for you. One is RJ said the other day after the game that he kind of likes the bigger lineup. And Ian also alluded to the same question that he gets different shots. He said the scoring opportunities are different when you guys are playing two bigs on the floor instead of four guards. What is the difference for the kinds of shots Elliot or Ian might get with the four guard lineup as opposed to a bigger lineup? And do you maybe like the bigger lineup moving forward? You were just talking about Jay Wood. Do you think that's something that maybe makes more sense for you guys?
Well, I don't know in terms of specifically whatever lineup was on the floor that shots are available more with this lineup or that lineup. Um I don't really have an answer to that one. But with Jay Witt out there, as I said before, defensively, it just really helps us. It's another rebounder. Um, and with his athleticism and being able to run the floor and not have to hit as many threes as he hit against Syracuse, but I thought not just the threes that he hit, I just thought he made really fundamental sound plays out there on the floor. And because of that, that really helped us in the game against Syracuse.
Let me ask one more thing about Jay Witt. For you personally, if you maybe remove some of the coaching aspect, to see him go through what he's been through, he had some games where he played 3 minutes, 4 minutes, didn't play in the second half. And then when you called on him this week to give a lot more minutes, he stepped up and produced the way he did. Personally, how do you respond to that? How does it make you feel when you see a guy persevere the way he has and step up like he did the other day?
Well, no, I think it's great. I mean, I've said a number of times to you guys and to the guys that, you don't know when, where, how, and the manner in which your number is going to be called, but everybody's going to get opportunities, plural. And your job and responsibilities when your number is called is to be prepared and be ready. And Jay Witt was prepared and he was ready. And again, it was more than the threes. It was his defense. It was his rebounding. It was his presence out there on the floor that was a huge benefit and a huge plus for us. And again, he got hurt in practice the day before, got hit in the eye, and there was a question that he was even going to be available to play. And so for him to have the type of game that he had, and it was a question mark even on game day, was he going to be able to play? It was just really happy and really proud of him.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have Jeremiah Holloway.
Hey, good morning, Hubert. I wanted to ask about sometimes after made free throws, you guys like to go into the full court defense. I know you did, a couple of times against Syracuse, done it on and off this year. Just kind of what's your assessment on how well you guys have done, in that full court defense, and like, are there certain situations in a game in which you elect to go to it after a made free throw and not? Just kind of your thoughts on how you guys have done on that full court defense.
Yeah, I think at times it's been effective for us in two ways. One, being able to create turnovers, or two, speeding up the opponent, and trying to get, the game at our pace. And when it's working, those two things are happening. There's been times, when you're in that press, that it puts you in transition defense where we haven't been great at transition defense. And so it opens you up a little bit in terms of, from a defensive standpoint. And so really it's a game by game, decision in terms of how much we do it, when we do it. But you alluded to the free throws. Yeah, it'd be nice. I don't know how many free throws we missed, and so maybe we need to get into it after a missed free throw, and then we'll start making them. So maybe I'll do that.
Next question, Michael, go.
Hey there, Hubert. Good morning. When NC State comes to see you guys on Wednesday, it'll have been more than a month since you played them in Raleigh. In that span of times, how have you seen them evolve and change as a team, and how different are the matchups going to be when you guys see them on Wednesday?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really talented group that, the first thing that jumps out is, just defensively, their athleticism and their pressure. In our first matchup, our turnovers and our shot selection was not very good at all, especially in transition. They made us run our offense real far out. We've got to do a better job taking care of the basketball, got to do a better job at our shot selection, not letting their pressure defensively dictate and decide our pace and how efficient we are on the offensive end. But it's a team that can score at all three levels. And you just know when you play NC State, whether it's in Raleigh or here in Chapel Hill, both teams are going to be playing at a high level, and it'll be a competitive, fun game to play in.
Thanks, Hubert.
All right, next question for Caroline Wills.
Hey, Hubert. What about your experience the last few years on the job has led you to want to pursue someone for the general manager role?
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from those comments in regards, to a GM. I feel like over the last couple of weeks or 2.5 weeks, in response to my answer to a question on a radio show, it's been twisted in regards to supporting different narratives. And my focus right now is this team and coaching this team and trying to reach our full potential and trying to become the best that we can become this season.
All right, Coach, that's all the time we have for you today. We appreciate it.
Great. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.